Explanation, you'll be able to draw Venn diagrams to illustrate the sets. Find union of two sets through Venn diagrams. Write elements in set notation. Okay ji. Union of sets. What is union? Basically the union word means combined together. The union of two sets A and B denoted by A union B is the set of all elements that are in the set A or in the set B or in both A and B. It means that you have to write down all the elements of set A and B together. So this will be A union B. Here in the Venn diagram you can see that this is set A, the first circle is showing the set A and the second circle is showing the set B. And the between this oval shape is showing the common area 2, 4, 6. It means that 2, 4, 6 elements are there in set A and these elements are also there in B. But whenever we write A union B, we will write all the elements but we will not repeat any element. As the elements 2, 4, 6 are there in both sets. But we will not write them 2 times, we will just write them 1 time. Okay ji. So in A union B, you will write down all the elements together. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Remember that whenever you write down the elements in A union B, follow the sequence. You have to write down the elements in the sequence. And you will not write any element twice. Okay ji, let's move forward. I hope that this is clear to you. Here, there is another example. The set A is 1, 2, 3 and set B is 3, 4, 5. So union means that you have to write down all the elements together but you will not repeat any element. So A union B will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you can see that 3 is in set A. It's also in set B. But you will not write it 2 times. You will just write it 1 time. While writing the elements in A union B, you should not repeat any element. And when you draw the Venn diagram, you have to shade all the areas of set A and B. Because as in A union B, you have to write down all the elements. A union B shows all elements. So it means that you have to shade all the area of A and B in Venn diagram. Okay ji, let's move forward. I hope that this is clear to you. Here there is another example. There are two sets A and B. Here this is through the Venn diagram. The elements of set A are 2, 5 and 7. And elements of set B are 1, 2, 5 and 8. Remember that this mid area which is in oval shape, this area means that these elements are in both sets. This area shares both sets A and B. And the elements which are over here means that these elements are in both sets. They are in A and they are also in B. So elements of set A are 2, 5 and 7 and elements of set B are 1, 2, 5 and 8. In A union B, you have to write down all the elements together. So you will write all the elements together but with the sequence like 1, 2, 5, 7 and 8. And when you will shade the Venn diagram, you will shade all the areas of set A and B because you are writing down all the elements of set A and B. In union mean together and combine. So you are writing down all the elements together and you are shading all the area of set A and B in Venn diagram. Here, how would you show it through the Venn diagram? How would you show union through Venn diagram? Here, whenever you draw the Venn diagram, in union you will shade all the areas of A and B set. It means that when you will shade all the areas of set A and B, it means that all elements of set A and B are included. So how would you shade it? You will shade all the areas of set A and B in Venn diagram. Here there is one more example. There are two sets A and B. The elements are 1, 3 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the elements of set A. Now let's come to set B. The elements of set B are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. So when you will show it through the Venn diagram, you will shade all the areas because in A union B you write down all the elements. A union B means that all the elements together. You have to write down all the elements together. It means that all the elements of set A and B are included. So you will shade all the areas of set A and B. You will shade both circles of set A and B. And when you write in set notation, you write down all the elements together of set A and of set B. But remember that you will not repeat any element. Here in between, you can see this oval shape 2, 4 and 6. This means that this is the common area which both circles are sharing. It means that these elements are included in both sets, in set A and in set B. So you will not repeat these elements, you will just write them one time. Okay, here how would you write all the elements together with the sequence as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 and 12. So this is how you have to write down all the elements in set notation, and through shading you will shade all the areas of set A and set B. Okay, now see the difference of union and intersection. In A union B, you will shade all the areas. It means that all elements are together. You have to write down all elements together. But in A intersection B, intersection means common. So you will just write down the common elements which are present in both sets. So you will just shade this oval shape. This oval shape means these are the elements which are present in both sets. That these are the elements which are common in both sets. So 3 and 4. Here in A intersection B, 3 and 4 are the elements which are present in both sets. So this is A intersection B. A intersection B is equal to 3 and 4. And you will just shade this common area. But in A union B, you will write down all the elements as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And you will shade all the areas of set A and B together. So just keep in mind the difference. Union means combined, together, and intersection means common. Just remember these words and then you will be able to solve these sums easily. Now let's come to practice now 7 of it's given in your book. Practice now 7. Question number 1 is, it is given that C is equal to X, X is a positive integer and a factor of 8. And D is equal to X, X is a positive integer and a factor of 16. Students, remember that whenever the word factor is used, it means that you have to go on those numbers with which this 8 and 16 are divisible by. As when you will divide 8 with 1, 8 divided by 1 will be 8. So it means that 8 is divisible by 8. It is divisible by 1. So 1 is the factor of 8. And in the same way, when you will divide 8 with 2, so 2 4s are 8. It's fully divided. It means that 8 is divisible by 2. So 2 is also the factor of 8. Then you will move forward to 4. Then you will move forward to 4. So 8 is also divisible by 4. And it means that 4 is also the factor of 8. In the same way, you will go all the factors of 8. And in the same way, you will go on all the factors of 16. It means that you will go on those numbers with which these numbers are divisible by. So now see the solution. Here you can see that 8 is divisible by 1 and it is also divisible by 2. 8 is divisible by 4 and it is divisible by 8. So C is equal to 1, 2, 4 and 8. And C in D you have to write down the factors of 16. And 16 is divisible by 1, 16 is divisible by 2, 16 is divisible by 4, 16 is divisible by 8 and 16 is divisible by 16. So 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16 are the factors of 16. Okay, now see the next question. Come to the next part. Part 2 is, draw a Venn diagram to present the sets C and D. Here when you will draw the Venn diagram, you can see that the elements of C are also there in D. It means that C is the proper subset of D, because here you can see that in C 1, 2, 4 and 8 these elements are also there in set D, because in D you can see that the elements are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. So it means that the elements of C are there in D. So it means that C is the proper subset of D. So whenever you want to show the proper subset, you have to draw two circles, the outer circle and the inner circle. In inner circle, you will show that set which is the subset of the other set, and the other set will be the outer circle. Here you can see that D, so D will be the outer circle and C is the proper subset, so C should be the inner circle. And inner circle you write down all the elements of C, as here you can see that 1, 2, 4 and 8. So 1, 2, 4 and 8 you write in the inner circle, and this is showing that C is the proper subset of D. Now you have written these 4 elements. Now except these 4 elements, which element is left in D? You write down that element. So except 4, 1, 2, 4 and 8, 16 is left. So you will write 16 in the outer circle. Remember that the elements which are in the circle, they are showing that these elements are also there in D. This is the inner circle is also the part of the whole circle which is D. So these elements are also there in D. I hope that this is clear to you. Now let's come to the third part. And third part is from the Venn diagram find C union D. So here in this part we have to find out the union. See the Venn diagram and see all elements. Union mean together, combined. So it means that you have to write down all elements together. So write down all elements together but with the sequence. See the Venn diagram and write down the elements. So the elements are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. You will write down all elements because union shows together, combined. It means that you have to write down all the elements of both sets. So this is how you will write C union D is equal to 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Okay, G. I hope this is clear to you. Now let's come to the fourth part. And fourth part is C union D is equal to D. Okay, let's see. See C union D. C union D is 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. And what is D? D is 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Here you can see that C union D, the elements of C union D are also there in D. So it means that elements are same and equal. So we can say that yes, C union D is equal to D because all elements of C union D are also there in D. So you will say yes. Okay, Ji. Now let's move forward to the next question. The next question is, it is given that E is equal to X, X is a multiple of 7 such that 0 less than X less than 63. And F is equal to X, X is a multiple of 9 such that 0 less than X less than 63. Whenever the word multiple is used, it means that you have to go on the table of that number. So in E you will go on the table of 7 and in F you will go on the table of 9. And the range is given, which is 0 less than X less than 63. It means that you will write down the multiples but they should be less than 63. So now let's see the solution. So in part 1 go on the table of 7. In E you write down the table of 7. Multiples of 7 mean that you will go on the table of 7. So 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 21, 7 fours are 28, 7 fives are 35, 7 sixes are 42, 7 sevens are 49, 7 eights are 56, 7 nines are 63. You will not write 63 because the range was given and that was less than 63. It means that you have to write down all the elements. You have to write all the multiples which are less than 63. So you will not write 63. And in F you write down the multiples of 9. So 9 ones are 9. 9 twos are 18, 9 threes are 27, 9 fours are 36, 9 fives are 45 and 9 sixes are 54. So this is how you have to write down the multiples and these are the elements of E and F. Now see the part 2. Part 2 is draw a Venn diagram to present the set E and F. Now you have to show the diagram. You have to show the elements of the Venn diagram. Here you can see that there is nothing common in set E and in F. There is no element common, so you will draw two separate circles to show the set E and set F. So you will draw two separate circles because there is nothing common. So this first circle is showing set E and the second circle is showing set F. In the first circle you will write down all the elements of E and in the second circle you will write down all the elements of F. So in first circle in E you will write down 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49 and 56. In the same way in F you write down the elements of F which are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45 and 54. So this is how you have to draw the Venn diagram to show the elements of set E and set F. Let's come to the third part of this question, which is from the Venn diagram find E union F. Union means combined together. So it means that you write down all the elements of set E and set F together. But remember that you will not repeat any common element. And here in this case there is not a single element which is common. So write down all the elements, but you need to remember remember that you have to write down the elements with the sequence. So write down the elements, which are 7, 9, 14, 18, 21, 27, 28, 35, 36, 42, 45, 49, 54 and 56. I hope that this practice is clear to you. Now